Can I turn this, the absolute bare basic interior of my Seat Ibiza, into this, something a bit more elegant with some extra lighting, only using Temu products? The answer? Probably not. Am I gonna give it a go? Absolutely. So if you've seen my last videos, I've got some lights I'm going to put in the front here. I'm going to do that quickly. I'll try my best, walk you through it, and see whether I can make the interior of this car look just that bit more special. So let's give it a go. So this is what I've got. It doesn't look like much at the moment, and I'm not sure what it's going to look like when it's done, but it is a kit to put in ambient lighting in a vehicle. Now, when I first saw it, I thought you'd have to take the door cards off. Now, that wouldn't actually be usable in my vehicle. However, you can still put these on in my car, and I'll explain that in a little second. Let me show you. Here, the lights are going to go along there. They can push in between that. However, there's no way of me getting it to work by going in and through and coming back out again without it looking bizarre. So I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to put it on the front. So this one I'm going to feed through the, what do you call it? The box there, the shoe box, the glove box. Put it through there, all the way up to the top here. Now, obviously, because the door opens, you got a little bit of a gap. I'm going to have to leave a bit of hanging wire down there somewhere. So I've got to make a way of that looking nice and neat. And then the same for obviously the driver's side. With this one, I can just tuck it up sort of nice and safely underneath the steering column, and then it all plugs into the center. So I'm gonna just try and get on with it. I'm going to try and make this car look like the interior of something like a brand new Peugeot 3008, a Mercedes C-Class, which I'm sure is totally possible in this vehicle, but I'm sure we'll see.
So let's just say untangling definitely isn't my strong suit. I really struggled getting these all sorted out, but I did it.
Okay, so after that debacle, what I found out is there's 5 of them. Now, I was only expecting 4, because I was expecting them for each door. However, there is 5, and these 3, which are super mega long, I'm assuming are for the back, and now there's 2 at the front. Now, I'm only going to do the 2 at the front because that's all I'm really interested in getting working. That's all I really want the lighting for now at least. I might do the others later, but obviously that's going to take. That's there. I don't know why the 5th one's so short. I'm assuming that's for something else, but these ones are definitely for the doors because they go all the way out. So those ones we're going to leave for the moment, and we're just going to focus on getting these first 2 doors done. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these ones, but I'm going to tidy this up and then get sorted. All done, all tidied up as much as I could for now. So these are the ones we're going to focus on. What we're going to do is I'm going to start off with the passenger side, and I'm going to see about trying to get that through, get through the glove box, and then see what we can make out of it. Obviously, then what we've got to do is we've got to make sure it's in a good place. Then we've got to measure it, make sure it looks all good, cut it, snip it, and start again, basically. I think it will look all right once I can find a good place to hide these. I think that's going to be the hardest bit, but I've got an idea. I think I could actually probably put it in the glove box. Let's see what we can do. Let's have a look. So here we are with the first one. So as you can see, the idea is it plugs in the middle there, it comes through, and I need it to be, I don't know if I want it there and then the whole strip to come up, or whether I can tuck this sort of here and then use it like that. Now, obviously, as I said, they're supposed to go into the door, but they come at the handle. But there's going to be a wire here, or there's going to be a wire there. I prefer there to be a wire here, where at least you can't see it a little bit. So that's obviously the plan, is to try and get this through.
So this bit was really fun. So I was trying to find a good place to put the wires. However, my car has very little places for it to clip into. I couldn't get any trims out, couldn't find anywhere really to hook it around. So I ended up just doing the best I could. I tried to put it through the glove box, didn't work. So I put it underneath, and there was some bits that you could sort of wrap it around, which I ended up doing. And then I used some sort of adhesive type spongy thing that came with another one of the Temu products to stick it onto the side as well. You can't see much of what I'm doing because my massive head's blocking the way. That's why I thought I would tell you anyway. But yeah, so you can sort of see that's what I'm planning on doing here. And then obviously leading it to the door, trying to get out the footwell. Obviously don't want the other half or any passengers to trip on it or pull it out and damage any bits. So there we go. So now I'm just sticking it back into that trim there, pushing it in, so any like excess wiring, and then I'm just lining it up with the actual door. And then from there, obviously, we can put the actual wires in it that make it light up and make it look pretty. So that's sort of the motive there. But there we go. See, now I've got some good wire.
So from that tragic thing that you've just seen, I managed to find a few places to put it, to tuck it in. Obviously it won't actually go through the glove box, it doesn't make much sense. My glove box is first up anyway. So I put it round underneath and up. I've stuck it on in one place and I've wrapped it on somewhere else, and then just in the side trim here, stuck it in. So now what we're left with is just this bit hanging out there. There's nothing underneath her feet that you can really kick into, because obviously it'd be my other half as the passenger. So now we've got to put the lights on, find a way to secure the header to it, and see how that looks.
So after that absolute kerfuffle of getting it all through the thing and the bits and the pieces and underneath the glove box, I managed to line up on the door. I snipped off the bits of plastic, so it was all measured up fine, so obviously it wouldn't get caught in the door and shut. But that's just what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to push it in and then tuck away the other wires.
After that absolutely ingenious bit of engineering, I think I've done as good of a job as I could. You probably think differently. I think most people do. But I tell you something. Let me tell you something. It's not looking like the worst thing ever. Now, obviously, I can still see the little bit that goes there. But what I want to do is I want to start up the car and just see if it actually looks like anything. Because that's the important part. So I give it a second, turn it on. I mean, I like it. Now I think obviously because there's no caps on it, so you can see straight through the light here, but at the end as well, there's no caps that come with it. So I think if you were to close those off, it would look better. Just move that thing, and that thing's going to be a real pain to keep in the same place. I'm going to have to think of a more permanent solution to that. Now the wiring, I think I've got pretty much down to a T. It's just held against the door, into the trim underneath the car, straight to the middle there. I think that looks all right. Now I don't have a remote for this. It's all done via an app on your phone, so I can't change it right now. But what I'll do is I'll put in the driver's side. I'm going to do that bit, so I'm going to time lapse that. And then I can see how that looks, and then we can play around with the app, and I can see what I can do to make it a bit more interesting, so it's not flashing. Because I think if it keeps doing that, I'm gonna have to take it back out because I don't like those colours.
So interestingly enough, the driver's side was actually a lot easier. Now where the pedals go up above that, there's a lot more complicated stuff, so a lot more places to hide the wiring. And then also, as you see me there, I'm just trying to push the rest of the wiring into the sort of fuse box cover thingy that's on the side there. But it was actually a lot easier, so I managed to get all of this done in one go. So yeah, it's all good. Just routed it underneath above where the pedals go, and then straight to the door like I did on the other side.
So I finally got the app to work. It took me a little while, which has been a bit of a problem. Obviously, it is still daytime. It is only a little 4:30 on a lovely Friday evening. But I've now just set them to a static pink. Now, I quite like them. I think the only thing that I wish was that there was like a cap to the front of it. That's my entire really close-up face, because that's just a blinding light coming out the front. That you can see obviously on either end of it. Where there's no cap, it just lets the light escape. Now obviously if there was a cap, it doesn't help the light throughout the tube, but it just helps it from being two huge light sources to the one little one that goes along. Other than that, I like it. You can do quite a lot of it, so you can have it strobing, you can have it a set color, whatever color you want it to be. I've just set it to pink for now. So the biggest thing for me now, I quite like it. Let me quickly show you what else it can do. So as I said, all controlled through the app. This one I've set to is the free cross color fade. So as you can see, green, blue, red, and it just goes on a cycle. You can change the speed, the brightness. It's actually quite a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. They're actually really not too bad. I'm sorry, the car's on in the background. It's the only way of getting them to actually turn on while I'm recording. So if you can hear that, yeah. So I like them. I think they're cool. I think there's a little bit of wiring I need to make neater. I think for now, obviously, that side is pretty good. I'm quite happy with the passenger side. The driver's side, I've done it as best as I can. Now, obviously, it's a bit more curious on the driver's side because now I don't think it will fall out, but if it does and gets caught up and tangled on the pedals, it can become a problem. So I need to find a more secure way of putting that in, which I will do later on. I might just get like a couple of zip ties or just some more sticky adhesive stuff and just throw it on them and call it a day. But no, I like them. You guys let me know what you think. And once again, if you want to see more stuff like this, now obviously I'm going to put side-by-side comparison to see if we achieved our goal of making this look like the interior of an actually good car. So obviously if you guys want to see more like this, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying to make this interior better is the word I'm going to use. Whether or not it is better, that's for you guys to decide. But please subscribe, please like, please share all the normal YouTuber stuff, all the normal sales pitch to keep the channel growing. Obviously, the more the channel grows, the more time I can put into this, and then the more of you guys get to see the absolute stupid, ridiculous things I do to my poor car, which obviously isn't the best. You know, I don't think it's the idea to see it head foot when they built the Seat Ibiza, especially not this one. There's now got 96,000 miles on the clock, and it's probably one foot in the grave already. But I'm having fun. If you guys are having fun, subscribe, like, do all the basics, and let me know in the comments what you think of the lights, whether you think they are worth it or not. Now, I'll get the link to these. I think these were actually quite a bit of money, and I can see why. They're actually genuinely quite good. And I think even at night time they look even better, which I'll do in a short or a TikTok to keep us an update. But yeah, thank you guys again. Please like, subscribe, and let me know what you think, and let me know what you want me to do next. If you got any suggestions for things I could do after this, anything at all, even if it's restitching the steering wheel or putting something on the dash, whatever it is, let me know, and I'll see if I can do it for you. But thank you guys again, and I will see you very soon. Bye.